I'm not sure why Limp goes for the bot rune. Like, the situation I was talking about before, Storm can pretty much always go for the top rune. Bristleback with no points in goo and no level 6 yet. Is Limp dead? He turns back to fight Minots. A couple of tower hits. He might drop the Tango regen will keep him, keep him alive.
Yeah, just barely. Meanwhile, S4 actually still coming forward. He's going to be dropping low, but the quills are enough, and he might just be able to bottle his way through this one to be able to survive. Hanskin's coming in from the side. Pew, 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 trying to get him with the wisp balls, but S4 is actually surviving Minots. No, S4 does go down. They get him with the Splinter Blast Balls combination. Seal Kid, though, is going to die now to Nuts, and Hanskin has no more mana for another round of Spirits, so...
I was just wondering against sort of immobile heroes like the Winter Wyvern, Wisp relatively immobile without boots when Tether is down as well. Bloodright can be such a useful ability, but yeah. I kind of like it. The 2 points in the Blood Rage gives you such a massive damage boost.
I would say that he probably maxed it out from here. No more Blood Rage.
Yeah.
Jump away by Limp. He's running low on mana. Era and Hanskin are coming in from the side to get a big nuke out, but Limp has to make another jump away, but Admiral Bulldog's on his way in. They get the toss up in the air. Will be able to finish off S4, but Hanskin is not long for this world as the Bloodseeker, he's hungry and he's looking for more. He's already taken out 2. They give him the Surge, which actually doesn't do much to him. The Cold Embrace gets laid out. Seal Kid will go down eventually. Yonasampod next up on the chopping block. He just turns, readies himself for the snowball play, and maybe tries to get a kill on Ake. No, he forced it into the Admiral Bulldog, so wasn't able to get anything out of that. Challenging the Roshan attempt was not a bad idea from NiP, but Admiral Bulldog just comes in and cleans house. You're going to see NiP. They're going to start centering up for the Roshan play once again. This went really bad for NiP last time they attempted it.
They have Curse this time.
Yeah, that's really important to be able to lock down that Bloodseeker. Still, though, they're going to get the free pick off on the Visage. Roshan is super low. It's down to 2k HP, but the Blood Rage as well as Bloodright gets laid out. Limp fortunately dodges that one. Era is going to be the rupture target here. They need to be able to make some sort of Winter's Curse play. There it is. Winter Bulldog. He goes down immediately. Snowball on a 2. And now Solan's probably going to die here. Era may end up dying to the tick damage of S4. There's just not much he can do about it. The Quill actually take out 2. And now he's going to look for more. Seal Kid's going to go down as well. S4. He's running down hero after hero, and Seal Kid, as he comes back from that Cold Embrace, is just food for S4. It turns out a little bit better for NiP than it did last time, but it's still Alliance with 1 hero cleaning house.
Has he got time for a rampage here?
He's got a snowball out. He'll be okay. The question is,
oh
boy,
stealing Roshan?
They're trying to do. Yeah, I think they had assumed that S4 was inside the Roshan pit. They're going to be able to catch up to him, though. He's got his back turned. They'll be able to toss him up in the air, but it's just not going to be enough damage unless maybe with this ice shards. No, they left Era there. Snowball brings up Era, but they're right in the middle of all these heroes. Can they finish off S4? They need the kill. Toss up in the air. They get it. Yonasampod, the sacrifice. They threw everything they had to take out S4, and they get him again, but at what a dangerous cost. 12-16 now as Alliance will finally take Roshan. NiP have been kind of hanging around, though, in the middle lane. They have the relocate ready to go. But I don't think they just give up a lane of Rax just because of the fact that Dire's middle tower is under attack. Alliance are just going to move for 2. So unless you're going to get something big in return, they do get the tier 2 tower, and it looks like NiP are just going to continue to push through middle, see if they can force something out. Seal Kid is going to be caught by the rupture, and he will end up going down here. The bottom lane of Rax does end up falling here, and NiP, they go straight from middle into the top lane, able to take out that tier 3 tower, and in a moment of seconds, there goes the melee Rax. But at the top lane, it looks like Alliance are going to be able to go for a tower of their own. Tier 3 already out, Limp jumps forward, going on to Admiral Bulldog. They're going to try and finish him off with Winter's Curse, and they will be able to lock him down. Beautiful combination, and now S4 is left alone. He's going to have to bounce back with the Storm Spirit. Meanwhile, Era is eating through a second lane of Rax now. He's already taken out the top melee Rax. To relocate back, they're going to fight up against S4, pops a BKB, and just go straight for Hanskin, who has no defensive mechanism, just a Cold Embrace, but he'll go down eventually here as S4 fully committing to that kill. The relocate back, not in time. Solan is going to be the target here of Limp. They will be able to get him down. S4, will he survive long enough to be able to finish off this range Rax? It doesn't look like it is. He's just being popped up in the air so much. Couple more right clicks, but it's not enough. They do have the Aegis. Round 2 for S4. He will get that range Rax finally. The Scythe device is not in time, but they will control him long enough to be able to get the additional kill. No counter kill. Everyone filled to the brim with quills. But they got bottom and top lane Rax in exchange for their tier 3, middle, top, and then the melee Rax top lane. Alliance are very close to finishing out this game by just getting the last lane of creeps.
NiP, they've grouped up 3 here.
Uh-oh, Yoda-Safan, that's fine. It's Smoke Yank for a pick off on the Tusk. I don't think you care too much as long as you don't lose more, but they're going to go for Admiral Bulldog, but that's not the play. Now they're going to be turned around on Winter's Curse onto Solent, but Admiral Bulldog is running for Hanskin. He will be able to take him out with a Rupture on top of Era. He has no mobility and will be just eaten alive by the Abyssal Blades as he gets taken out. NiP are in a nasty place now. They're going to get Steel Kid, who cold embraced himself earlier, but he will eventually fall. Yoda-Safan already bought back. There is a buyback on our Tiny, but the 2 supports.
Alliance are all full HP though, pretty much full mana as well.
Oh, and the jump in, they get the Silver Edge on S4, and he's just taking so much damage with the Blood Rage on top of him. Snowball over the side. They will be able to lock him down a little bit further, but a bash on the lip, he's been taken out. They managed to get that lucky bash onto him, take him out with a Familiar's drop over the side. And Alliance, they're just going to go straight for the base here, and NiP are not actually in a good position to be able to defend this. Most of their heroes outside of the base. They're going to start rotating around, maybe catching someone with this smoke. Yeah, they're going to catch Aaron Hanskin on their way back with the Winter's Curse. Immediately placed on Admiral Bulldog. They can pop him. He's gone. He has no buyback for a minute and a half. The vacuum wall combination is set out, and S4 just charges right on through, trying to deal with Hanskin immediately, and they will be able to take him out. Cold Embrace actually buys them a little bit more time, but they've already lost Soul, and at the same time, Hanskin managed to tether over to the side to limp, far out of the range of S4, and now this is just turning disastrous for Alliance. They're going to lose Ake as well. Toss up in the air. S4 is going to go down as the Silver Edge takes away his bristleback. He pops a BKB in response, but it looks like he's just not getting out of this one. Walrus Punch locked up in the air, and he finally will end up falling. 4 heroes up for NiP, and Alliance left with a predicament here because he does not have buyback. Obviously, the Storm Spirit is really valuable with the Aegis as well.
Worst case scenario here, they have to buy back S4. Everyone else should be holding onto it.
Relocate in. They're going to make their play. Go for the mid laner Rax. The glyph is already out. 5 more seconds. There's a buyback on S4, as you said. They're going to turn this fight. S4 coming in from the side. Has to go for Hanskin first, but the relocate is going to be able to bring him back, so they clear through the mid lane of Rax, and they're only going to go up. Yoda-Safan, man. The poor guy, every single time, he's just like, don't worry, guys, it's okay.
Literally the martyr role, even though he's the off-laner and not the 5 support. If Alliance can split themselves well here and maybe do the sort of wraparound from bot lane, they have a couple of heroes go in from bot lane.
They're going to jump onto Ake first. This is a decent one. Force Staff already goes out. S4 actually going to be dropped here immediately. There goes his first life. Ake still controlled, but the Scythe of Ice bounce back onto Limp. Will be still zipping himself around. Admiral Bulldog going for Era. Hanskin in the background. Relocate out. No, he actually pops a Ghost Scepter. Still has the relocate available, but he's going to be locked down soon. Eats the cheese. Will actually be healed up by the Bloodstone Death of the Storm Spirit and will end up going down. Still, though, the buyback is out from S4. The Storm Spirit. They're going to be able to make a long zip here in the middle lane. Jump, catching 2. Can they finish off Ake? They'll be able to take him out at first. Now jump in for more. Solon's going to be caught by the relocate play as well. That's a number of heroes who do not... Sorry, take that back. They do all have buyback. Alliance, all 3 of them have buyback, but S4... Oh, no, he was hiding himself in the trees. Now he's going to be caught by the Ice Shards. Locked in, Silver Edge.
He has no buyback now.
And he has no buyback. There's the hero I was looking for. I knew one of them didn't. And so it's one last hold for Alliance. If they can actually win this team fight,
there's no glyph.
They'll probably be able to just barrel down mid and end it.
They have no wall for 20 seconds.
All right, just trying to slow down NiP, but it's still a tiny wisp. He eats through those towers so quickly. Now to jump in from Limp. They're going to be able to get the Winter's Curse, only catching Ake, though. Admiral Bulldog is the target, but they're going straight for the throne. Era, he's trying to beat it down as much as possible. Turns around, toss combination, going for the throne. Long as possible, the glyph is not there. Era's just going to be able to get through it. NiP, they take game 2 in fanatic fashion. And they will be going 3rd place here at WCA, a 2-0 against Alliance.
Holy crap.
Something about the Swedes, man, always going for the throne races, but Ninjas in Pajamas take game 2.
What did we just witness?
Oh, man. So many different decisions there in the late game that maybe could have been differently for either side, and we would have had a completely different outcome, but Ninjas in Pajamas, they held on. They were at, what, a 16,000 gold deficit at one point in time? Just gigantic at like 26 minutes in. And they just grinded their way back into this game.